So what's up, people? Tonight I want to ask y'all, like, what do y'all think about this coronavirus, man? Like, what's really, like, booming and what's really happening, man? Like, I don't know, man. Like, okay, so I believe the virus is real. Do believe the virus is real. Um, I want to know, do anybody know anybody who have it? Because it's weird. Um, I don't know anybody in my city right now who have it. I don't know nobody that got it. You hear there's talking about its cases and everything, but you don't hear nobody talking about they got the coronavirus. So it's just like, if you got family or friends, then please comment below and leave and be like, you got it, because that would make it that much real to other people. I feel like them not like telling folks or showing any evidence really that someone have it or seeing how they have it, I feel like it makes people question it. And I think it's fair to question, like, okay, we haven't seen how this thing do. We don't know how it is. So, you know, what's really going on? Anyway, point is, um, I feel like this thing is like timed perfectly. It's timed perfectly to where like they can ride this thing out as far as summer, because we know the virus dies by summer. So I think like they did this to where they can ride this thing out in summer, and you know, possibly make it to where like the election would suck. You know what I mean? Like the election would end up sucking, where they would have to be that Trump would have to go in, because you know, if it's like a national disaster or something, the president can stay president. So you got to question yourself, like, why now? You know, why did this virus come out now? You know, it's a perfect time for this virus to come out and for them to take it so seriously. It's happening like a lot. So just because like we don't see nothing, I think it's ignorant to be like it don't exist. But it is fair to be like, yo, if this thing is going around, you know what I mean? Like, please show us how this thing look. You know, show us a victim, or have somebody be, you know, happy enough to show that victim to where they're able to see this virus. Because, like, that way people see how bad this thing do people. They'll be fearful and cautious to be able to take the proper precaution. But if you don't see how it look like, they think of it like being like a cold, then they're going to take their chances. You know how we are as human beings. So anyway, I don't know about you guys, but down here, people are like not going. It's not that many folks on the road. There's not that many folks walking around. That's good. Like people hours is being cut big time. So it's like, wow. Then like my hours got cut. So it's like I'm looking for unemployment and looking for getting a job somewhere else. So it's just like America is feeling it. I pretty much feel like also like this is a thing to like get the economy going more. And if it's not going and bumping the economy up, then it's a way to like crash the economy. So I feel like they could crash this mug. It's the perfect time to like crash it if they wanted to crash it, or it's a good time to like get it in where folks will like consume, and then be like on summer we're free. You feel me? So it's just like I feel like with people not doing their research, this shows, and people not being prepared, it causes all off guard. So you know, it's like, man, it's hitting to the point where, you know, it's hitting to the point where, like, I feel like we weren't ready, and it lets me know that, you know, we gotta take this thing serious. We gotta take being prepared serious. Like if we know the new world order is gonna come, or if we know that there's gonna be disaster, we need to prepare for it, man. Because I ain't gonna stunt. It caught me off guard, but God still provided. But it just let me know that two things: if you're not prepared, then you will be affected by it. And two is that God will provide even when you're not prepared. You feel me? So God will still provide. But I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all comments about this COVID-19. There's so much things I could talk about, man. Like there's videos resurfacing now that was like that's over a decade old, of them like predicting like us staying here, stay at home orders, and how things will go that said it just like this. So it's really like deep. It's really deep, man. It's deep, and I'm just trying to figure out like where this thing go. I'm gonna try to get my wife on one of these videos one day because me and her get when her and I get together. It's like, man, we can go for a while. The videos get like 40 minutes, 50 minutes, probably. Me, myself, I can be 30 minutes winded, maybe 50 minutes winded. So it's just like, it's so many possibilities. So like this COVID-19, they call it Corona. All right. And at first I was thinking like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking like, hey, is this like Spanish, like this racist in tone? Does this have a race incarnation to this, man? Incarnation to this is, stuff like all that. And then I was like, no, because I was like, they call it Corona. And it made it across the border. So I was like, they saying this racist? Anyway, man, I realized that no, because I looked at it and I realized that my mom, she sent me a text and she said that that there's a saint called Saint Corona. You know what I mean? And she is the I think like the saint, the goddess or something, who bring about deadly diseases. And like her day ends in May 14th. So I found that to be spooky and very ironic that the government call it coronavirus. And so like I asked that you guys like watch all of the like freaking movies that's talking about these viruses. Like when they said that New York was like a ghost town and nobody was on the street, it reminded me of I Am Legend. Now I should have put this video out before because it's gonna make it look like folks will be like he's biting, blah blah blah. But I'm telling you, me and my wife was talking. She could tell you too. Like we put it together because she had a vision, and then I had put it in. I said, hold on, just remember. I said Robert Neville. He was also in New York, and they had to find food, and food was scarce. So it's like I Am Legend was like showing that there's gonna be food scarceness. People gonna have to get food. People going to find shelter. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna see folks like acting crazy. So, and he was trying to find a vaccine. So, man, I was like, it was kind of spooky, and I was like, yo, this is wild. So like, that's one thing that I seen. And then like, but like when I was talking about the videos that's resurfacing about the virus, there's one guy was talking about like the virus of them having the forced vaccinations. So it's like America, if they're doing this with the quarantine and the forced vaccinations, like I'm not trying to catch this thing. Second of all, I'm not trying to get it because you make a vaccine, they're going to give it to you. So if you're asthmatic or something like that, that's just going to kill you, dude. In the end of the time, because you still got to get it. Like that's what folks don't realize about the flu shot. If you get the flu shot, you're putting that into your body, man. You're putting that stuff into your body, and you're getting the flu. Then what's going on is you being injected with the flu, so you're sick. Whether you cough or not, you're sick. So if someone's around you, breathing around you in your face, you're getting them sick. And that's why we anti-vaccination or anti-vaccinators we don't want to take it because it's like, yo, you're becoming the virus. And then somebody that don't got it, you're giving it to them. So it's kind of retarded to say that you don't want to get it, so you're going to get the flu shot. So you give yourself the flu, and you still get sick. You still get sick because everybody I've seen get the flu shot, they still get sick. It's just like, you're like, I'm going to get it over with. And then you give it to somebody else. You're still going to work. So you're not quarantining yourself. And I feel like, me personally, I feel like this coronavirus should let folks know that if you're sick and you call out from work and you tell them that you were sick, let them stay sick, man. Let them stay home. Don't tell them to come home. We need you. No, come to work. We need you. Let them stay where they at because they don't need to infect other people. You know what I mean? That's the point. There's many times folks work at fast food. They tell them come in. They don't even care. And that's unhealthy. So I'm hoping that this virus will help folks to be more cleaner, help more take being hygiene much more serious, take sanitation more serious. You know what I mean? And take unity as much more serious. I feel like people should be more socially active now on social media than ever, because we should take unity. The only way we're going to survive in these times is by unity. You know what I mean? Getting to know your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you be able to survive. The government wants you to stay separated, divided. So if you divide it, it's very easy to play the fear factor. And during this time, a lot of people came through, and they actually fed people. I know a person actually who I know her personally from when I had worked Burger King. She came on her own business, also a babysitting business. I didn't know she owned a Hot Meals, a Meal on Wheels business, and she was feeding hundreds of people. I think she said she fed 100 people, and was coming back to bring on more food. I'm like, bruh, that's God, that's unity. So anyway, back to this coronavirus though. Please be careful, guys. Like, don't stay outside for long. Don't touch. Try to wear gloves. I think it's a good idea. I be forgetting. I gotta get some gloves, because I think it's a good idea that folks are getting gloves, and I think it's a good idea that folks keep sanitizer on deck. Keep that on deck. I'm hearing a lot about like this 5G, the 5G thing, about how like the dangers of it. So I'm gonna be doing a video on the 5G to see if this stuff, because I heard that it can like mutate your it can mutate our DNA, and it can cause cancer, or it can rewire it to something else. Other than that, man, I want y'all to like comment below. Is this a conspiracy? Is it just like something that got out? But you know, let's just find out. I want to talk about it. I may revisit it if I have more, guys. I may revisit. I just haven't had time to really, you know, look up this stuff. But there's videos going around about people talking about what cures it. I think it's cool that folks are talking about how to control the virus, how to keep your house and your environment virus free. And you know, I think this is going to make everybody like, it's going to show who is obedient and who are the rebels, you know. But I think in Forrest as how the government is going about this stay-at-home order, the word coronavirus stay-at-home order, I think they're doing a good job at it, though. Really do. Because I was thinking like, yo, it's going to be troops out here. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be troops out here. And I don't know that I know that they're trying to give us the benefit of a doubt. So they're trying to show if are we able to quarantine ourselves. And if we can't do it, we're going to end up making it where the troops are going to come and be like, you got to stay here and do this. I don't want that. You don't want that. So, you know, I feel like if you really don't got to go out, don't go out. Don't be stupid. Because you're going to be sick and feeling stupid when, you know what I'm saying, they got troops out here and they had to impose and be like, you can't get this now. You know, you can't get that. So we need to be responsible, man. We need to be responsible. All right, well, I'm out, y'all. Peace. Shalom. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and comment below. Push a like. Peace.